I learned this from a guy named Steve Beatles. My dad was a plumber, and he had one of his foremen was a bass player, and taught me how to play with my fingers, and he taught me this scale, and I still feel like it's one of the most important scales I still have the most fun with. It's what you hear when you hear Louis Johnson slapping on a video. What is this scale? It's an E pentatonic, but it's not played, I think, in the normal way. I like to call it the linear pentatonic. So you start with an open E, and my bass is in tune this time. Sorry about the last live stream. I'll do better. Okay? Sorry. Anyways, so open E. And then I put my index finger here on the 3rd fret, up to the 5th, 7th, and then I stay in the box. 5, 7, and then I continue again. 5, I shift up. So I play it in this particular way. I like also teaching this scale to guitar players, because a lot of times guitar players will learn pentatonic scales, but they're learning them like this. Which is good, but it kind of keeps you in a box. You don't get the movement of the neck. So I like this particular version of the pentatonic scale. Call it the linear pentatonic. So we'll go over that one more time. Open E, G, A, B, D, E. And that's where the scale starts over again. And inside this is coded I think this is the perfect little cell to learn. So if you can take that, because that's your pentatonic scale. If you want to fit the blue note in, so it's that passing tone between there. So we'll do that one more time. So it's the E pentatonic scale. I like it because it's transferable to so many things, because E pentatonic is basically G major, it's basically E minor, but you just add in a couple extra notes. As I heard Victor Wooten say once, and if you take that scale and you add this note, it kind of becomes like a Dorian feel. I think Victor Wooten called it the James Brown scale, because it makes it a little more funky. So you could do the scale like this, but that keeps you in one position. It kind of gives you what I like to call box brain. When you have, say, a real novice guitar player, no knock on novice guitar players, it's okay, we've all been there, where you kind of get stuck in this pentatonic zone where you can't really get out of it. I feel like this helps you get out of box brain, because this is box brain. And box brain is where you're just stuck in it. But the box is great. Yeah, I use this all the time. You know, it's useful, but I think being able to shift up and down the neck more fluidly, you know, can provide a little more benefits than just staying in one position. So we'll go over that again. Open E, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret on the E string, 5th fret, 7th fret on the A string. And basically that's the scale. It's over. It's 5 notes. So again, we can do that same pattern here. 7th fret, 5th fret, I shift up to the 7th fret, 9th fret, 7, 9 on the G string. And then we can add the blue note. So, and that's the entire scale. What's cool about that is now we can do it in G minor perhaps. Oh, I wish it was not. It's just a pretty looking bass. It's just an Ibanez $600 bass maybe. I don't know, something like that. I got it a long time ago. But yeah. So that's it. So once you have that pattern, so that was something that helped me. And I would say learn it in 2 keys. Learn it in E. And that's the fun scale to slap it. Oh, I did an extra note in there. I did that. Oh, I played a 9. All right, I cheated. But the other place to learn it would be here in A. So open A, and you do the same pattern. A, 3rd fret, 5th fret, and I like doing a shift with the things. One of the things Steve Beatles taught me was to use my pinky. Don't have a weak pinky. So it would be A, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. And that's it. There's where the scale starts again. So now I do have a 5-string bass. I could do it here. Oops. But not everybody has a 5-string bass, and I feel really with a 5-string bass you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra notes, pun intended. So I really like 4-string basses. I got this just because, you know, it helps to have that low D sometimes for recording purposes and things like that. So 2 places to learn this scale: A, and E. And right now, as far as the fingering, I'm not too concerned with that. I switch off between using the pinky a lot, and sometimes I'll use the 3rd finger. It's a little faster to use the pinky. So hopefully this helps a little bit. So like I said, these are the 2 most important, or at least I think the pentatonic scale is the most important scale. Because anyway, like I said, if you learn it here, open E, 3rd fret, open 2, open 2, open 2, that would be your E pentatonic. You only need to add 2 more notes to it for it to be either an E minor or a G major. That's it. To me, a G major scale is a pentatonic scale with 2 extra notes. An E minor scale is just a pentatonic scale with 2 extra notes. It's all a pentatonic scale. You know, you learn the pentatonic scale first, then you learn the other scales, and then you just go back to the pentatonic anyways, because that's what we all want to hear. You know, and that's what makes cool soloing sound cool, I think, oftentimes, is when people are using things you hear, and then they play outside of it a little bit. You know, they're playing the usual stuff, and then they kind of dip outside of it, and they get back to the familiar stuff. So use what's available. E pentatonic scale, hopefully this helped. We'll go over it one more time. E, open E, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret. So, yeah. Anyways, have some fun with it. I wanted to talk about that one more time because my bass was out of tune for the last live stream and it made me really upset, but I'm not going to delete it because I don't care. Peace out.